carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be up into the yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Bridgewater. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Second down, McCaffrey. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1. And that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's now 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Davis. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. That bulldozing through multiple tackles. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Play now, the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. Bridgewater to throw it. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And the Panther first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Panthers 3, Falcons 0.
McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a throw here to his running back.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. On the ground, McCaffrey. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll move the chains.
1st down, Carolina.
First down, Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route, and the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat, and then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind
Yo, what's up?
That's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it.
What you eating?
He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017.
Nice. I got Chick-fil-A earlier today.
When he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
And now here's a deep
Nice. My mom's birthday was on Valentine's Day. She doing better?
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's good.
There by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do
Yeah.
just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want.
Just been busy with work and school.
First down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's
good.
Wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough.
Outward. You alright?
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Being interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right
Dang.
back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
That's crazy.
He's not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
I'm sure he's down. Seems like everything's kind of going against him lately.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
For sure.
Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
I don't think he really be on either.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts.
Word.
4 seconds to go before halftime.
Yeah, I'm in a league game.
Now Ryan on 1st down.
Falcons.
He hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Yeah.
Another nice gain.
They're not too bad. Their cap's screwed though.
And down inside the 50.
Literally, Mac Ryan's a 70 mil cap hit.
Falcons going to use the second of their time.
And Julio's a 60 mil.
As they'll stop the clock with 12
Like,
seconds.
yeah, they're kind of screwed. I traded, I mean, they have a solid team. I mean, they got Deion Jones and Ridley and Julio, so there's worse teams out there. Well, I traded Olakun for Wilder, this rookie corner that has 94 speed. He's like an 81 overall on the Bears. Yeah, he's some dude from Georgia Southern, but yeah, I traded him because I needed a corner. So now I have him and AJ Terrell. Not the way this game's, not the way the PS5, like next gen version's built, nah. Corners are more important. He was like one of the few players I could trade without taking a huge cap hit either. Especially Matt Ryan. Julio, I mean, at least he's a beast. I had my, I only have, I think I'm in 4 leagues now. One of them died. The league I was at Jags and died, I think this week, so that's whatever. But, I have 4 leagues now, I guess. I have that dad leagues I'm in. That's pretty decent. I'm the Broncos in that one. I have 1 league on the Panthers, and then the league last night, remember I took over that Browns team I was telling you about that's 0-12? So I had the #1 pick with that team last night. And so I got T-Law. I traded Baker Mayfield and Ronnie Harrison for freaking Minka Fitzpatrick. And then I got T-Law. My team's pretty solid, but I have no cap space in that league. Nah, just star. And Ronnie Harrison's slow. He's like an 86 speed safety. He wanted Baker. He wanted Baker really bad. Well, you know what the crazy thing is? So this commissioner, so he like, cause when I asked what draft class was in the league, cause I was like I wanted to know, cause I had like a ton of picks. And he's like, oh, we don't do that in here. Like I don't know. I was like, all right, that's cool. It's like he said people be trying to scheme and all that stuff. So then he went ahead and edited the draft class right before the draft as a commissioner. I was like, how you gonna be editing draft class right before the draft? Like, you realize it's gonna mess up the projections, right? He's like, oh, I don't want people scheming and all this stuff. So I'm like, okay. So I like called him out. I was like, so you think the commissioner knowing the draft class no one else is cool though? But so he drafted Najee Harris at like, I don't know, like 18th or 19th. Najee Harris at 81 overall. He was higher than T-Law and all this stuff. I was like, oh, so you're the commissioner and you happen to draft the best player in the draft that's not supposed to be the best player in the draft. So he ended up lowering it. I mean, he's the #1 running back, but 81 overall, better than T-Law and Sewell and Devontae Smith, all those dudes. So I called him out. I was like, bro, like, he's like, why are you crying? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, bro, like, how do people not see this as an issue? Anyways, I had a really good draft and a really solid team, but I almost left last night after that nonsense. I think about me, like how I used to like running leagues. I was like, dang, like I would never do some of the stuff some of these people do, and people literally stay in these leagues. Really? Who told you that? Dang. Who's he talk to? Trenton?
Two catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2.
I mean,
good first step there defensively, but
I mean, that kind of, I mean, maybe they realized that the league's kind of like tore everyone apart. I mean, it was more to it than that, but that's what kind of. Unfortunately. But yeah, like being in some of these leagues and seeing how they run and stuff and like the way people are, like I'm like, dang, like This is what makes me want to run my own league, 'cause I hate people being so shady. People being so dumb to it. Yeah, like he ain't even he's not even like that's basically making him like the best running back prospect to come out in like 10 years. And he ain't even that he's not even that good. Running backs ain't that good coming out. I mean, he ain't Saquon. I mean, luckily he only had like 90 speed. I don't know what class the dude used, but I think Devontae Smith had like 96 speed, which I can't complain about Devontae Smith being. I can't complain about the dude being OP because he did win the Heisman. So. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying at least it's Devontae Smith. Probably. It was actually a pretty toned down class, like traits wise. Because I got like a bunch, I got like Bateman and all them dudes are just stars. Yeah, he's my number 3 receiver on that team. My team is pretty solid in that league now. But like I said, I have no cap space, so I either need to trade Odell or something. Or let some people walk. Nobody wants Kareem Hunt. I've been trying to create Kareem Hunt, nobody wants him. But he's not really getting paid a lot, so. I don't want to cut him, but he's like a 90 overall. But he's just not going to get used a lot with Chubb. Chubb's a 99. I don't know what they have the XP on that league. I think it's a little high because I think players upgrade a lot. Chubb shouldn't be a 99 in one season. Especially on a team that won 3 games or 1 game or whatever it was. But yeah, it was pretty crazy seeing that yesterday. I called him out too, and like everyone in the league was like, "Why are you complaining?" All this stuff. I was like, "All right, this must be a league full of boys." I was like, "Dang." I was like, "They about to kick me just for calling them out for being shady." Like, how is that not shady though? Like I understand adding a draft class, not let people know about it, but like when we used to do it, I feel like it was wrong for us to know it and other people not know it. Because I could literally, as a commissioner, I can go look at the draft class anytime and see everyone's ratings. So how is that fair, you know? I mean, it's just kind of the way Madden is. I know it sucks that we have to do that, but oh, pass interference. What? Also, I'm in I think 2 of my leagues are sim leagues. Did you know in sim leagues they have reviews? I didn't know that either. They have reviews and they have like more penalties, like holdings and stuff a lot more, which makes sense. Comp, yeah. I don't know. The sim leagues are okay. It's just so much rating base. Like it's different. Like broken tackles and stuff. Like Odell Beckham can break like 4 tackles on a play, just because he's Odell Beckham. You don't have to do anything. But I will say speed's not as OP on sim, so that's kind of good. Not as much as it is on competitive. Yeah. Ratings actually matter. Like block shedding matters, stuff like that. I drafted Amari Gainer in like the 3rd or 4th round in that draft. He's only a 65 overall, but still 91 speed. Nah, that's normal. But like, even still, like they said, like in sim, like they were talking about it though, like why speed doesn't matter as much in drafts. On sim as it does in competitive.
From the 38, Bridgewater. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Yeah.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that.
I'm not sure. Maybe. I haven't looked. Probably. I think the last franchise update's coming soon. I mean, I don't know if it doesn't really matter at this point, but I enjoy being in a couple leagues, playing games every now and then. But like I said, they're shady. That's the kind of, it makes me want to leave when I see stuff like that. I can't stand people being shady for no reason.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
Right before the draft too, like it was like free agency, like stage 3 or something like that. He was editing them, and I was like, bro. And then I saw Najee Harris as an 81 overall. I was like, bro, y'all don't see the issue with the commissioner drafting the 81 overall running back that shouldn't be an 81 overall running back? I was just confused. People are just, I'm gonna be honest, people are just dumb though. But like, we would never do stuff like that in our leagues. The biggest issue in our leagues was honestly just being friends. That's the only issue. But even still, I tried to be as fair as possible.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. After the sack on first down, Ryan, quick hitter here. It's
Yeah.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
I mean, yeah. Ridley has a an X Factor game, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. He needs like 200 yards. And Julio's frustrated, so I got to get him the ball. He already has a touchdown, though.
The Falcons on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point.
Something like that.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down.
This dude has changed everyone's number on this team. Brian Burns is number 10. What the heck?
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one. Yeah, you have to make him score twice to beat you, and that's
This league doesn't have a TC though. It's kind of nice though, because it's a pretty comp league, so people don't really make too stupid of trades. I really couldn't. The same people would have all the people, like Anthony and all them people would have all the players. It'd be a lot less stressful for us, though.
The complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Honestly, the way I'd like to do it is just, I don't know if they have it in Madden. I know they're supposed to be adding it, but I don't know if they have it yet. They're supposed to be adding where you can like reverse trades. But like if we did like no TC and just say if we saw something that was outrageous, they'd have to send it back. But then you have to really trust the commissioner's discretion. So there's a whole nother thing there. I mean, I probably could use my own discretion to be okay with it, but I got legal touching or pass interference, one of them. Yeah.
Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first.
Yeah, makes.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
I just enjoy playing every now and then. I don't really. I mean, I miss running the league, but I don't really feel the need to at this point. That stuff's all still too fresh. That stuff's all still too fresh. I mean, if they polish this version, like the next gen version they have now, it'd be alright. They just need to fix getting the player movement a little bit. Yeah. Same with 2K though, honestly. 2K has the same issues. It's like they don't know how to fix the gameplay speed on next gen yet. I understand it. I mean, I don't want it to happen, you know, from a bias, you know, emotional standpoint, but I understand. They might restructure his contract, but we'll see. Yeah. A lot of teams have that going on, though. Oh, dang it.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down.
I heard they might offer McCaffrey in a first, or like 2 firsts or something like that. I was like, dang.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell
I mean, because running backs don't really win games.
and let the quarterback find you.
It's been proven that running backs don't really win games.
First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10.
That's what I would think, but
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try
I don't know. I feel like the Texans really don't want it. The Texans really aren't taking, like, they're not trying to trade him at all, which is kind of wrong. They might as well just try and rebuild for the future. Why keep someone that doesn't want to be there that badly?
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel.
Oh, he should have fumbled.
Losing yardage back at the 12.
That's Keanu Neal, too.
Ends up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Keanu, yeah. I think I did re-sign him, actually. Alex Mack's a free agent, too. I might just let him walk.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
I missed.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Why does Kalen Balaj look so tall?
Kalen Balaj, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now.
Oh, boy.
The onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I don't think he should have onside kicked it, but he did.
And this one's
And it went out of bounds. My dude just didn't even grab it.
there, the onside kick try.
He had 2 timeouts and time.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. Tackle made by K1 Short. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
89 speed.
Might have been open there, was closed.
He's like a 76 overall or something now. But I got a dev game on him, and I got him to a star trait, and he got that 20,000 XP. So he's like an 82, I think, now in this league. Come on, Gurley.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Nah, I wish.
And there, now they're looking at a 30.
He doesn't feel, I mean, I don't know if it's just because next gen's the way it is. He doesn't feel that slow, though.
4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter.
Oh, God, Matt Ryan can't hit anybody. He missed so many open throws this game.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so.
I'm so confused by like teams like the Raiders. They signed like Mariota last season. Now they're trying to trade him, and he has this huge cap hit. I'm just like, why did y'all even sign him? He didn't even play. Played like half the game.
Amazing how they can command that football.
I heard Washington might want him. I mean, he would be an upgrade to what they have.
Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football.
What do you think about the Wentz trade? I think the Colts got a good deal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you, and this is where
Oh,
and your confidence comes.
should have been a pick.
They've worked on these situations.
Emphasis all the time.
All the time. They know
I mean, I saw that the second pick could become a first if he plays like so many games, so many snaps or whatever.
they've been
But that means if he sucks or gets hurt, then they're in the clear. So really, they didn't give up anything. And even still, what was it, like a third, and like a conditional first? Yeah, isn't that's nothing crazy for starting quarterbacks. Especially the Colts too, because they have a really they have a solid team. So
Back to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
I mean, the Colts don't really need anything. Jonathan Taylor is probably gonna be like a top 5 running back next year.
This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
Gets back with Frank Wright. Honestly, I think he just hated Doug Peterson. Him and Lawrence never really got along. So
On 3rd and inches. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete.
4th and inches. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Jalen's the answer either the long term. I mean, he had a good start, but that's also before people. You know, he ain't gonna be running for that many yards every game. Interception. Whoa, he almost caught that.
It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here.
Sim, he might have caught that. If it was Sim League, he might have caught that.
Red zone.
He's gonna get hurt again. He's got like the weakest arm in the league.
This one up. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. They got a win, needed one desperately.
I mean, they still have a really good team to come back to, so.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really